I'm your host, Stephen Vanover, here on the Sports Talk Line Network, where we talk sports 24/7, 365. This is live reaction of the NFL, and man, there is a lot of live to react to. Some of us are really excited to be here today, others of us not so much. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Joshua Griffith. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I could be doing a lot better, obviously, after week 16 in the NFL for my team. But obviously, you are very happy about your team's results, and I'm excited to be here and talk some NFL. Actually, I'm not that excited to be here and talk some NFL, but I'm happy to do it.
All right, well, let's catch everybody up with some NFL scores real quick. 33-52, 47-7, 20-12, and here's a very close one, 26-25. All right, that was all on Friday and Saturday. It doesn't matter what teams it was. You got to know the scores by then, all right? But for today, let's catch you up. And actually, we have the Colts 24, the Steelers 28. Ooh, goodbye, Colts. Falcons 14, Chiefs 17. They win another game under 6 points. That's an incredible record. I think that's like 6 or 7 games in a row they've done this. That's an NFL record in itself. Wow. Then we have Bears dropped a 40-burger on the Jags. Every team wants to play the Jaguars right now, who are so in charge of the NFL draft. Bengals 37, Texans 31. You got to feel for Deshaun Watson. Browns 16, Jets 23. Oh, my goodness. Come on. You can't feel so bad now. You can't feel so bad now.
It made me feel a little bit better this morning when the Browns lost to the Jets as well. Jets are on a two-game winning streak. And basically,
well, it's a losing streak per se because it took him out of the sweepstakes, right?
The Jets can't even lose properly. So the Jaguars now have the first overall pick. It's guaranteed. The Jaguars picks for the next couple seasons are just ridiculous. So even though the Jags are getting blown out, they should rebound.
Yeah. And then a team who doesn't know how to win at all when they have their own destiny in front of them. The Washington football team got punked by the Panthers 20-13. Panthers went up early, held on late. Even though Young is still a force, but wow. Broncos 16, Chargers 19. Herbert is looking like maybe the best QB of a very good QB draft. And then we have Titans and Packers coming up. Oh my goodness, 5:20 tonight. Then Monday Night Football, Bills and Patriots. Patriots are out. Bills are in large and in charge. It's going to be fun. But let's talk about the other two games. Rams 9, Seahawks 20. Man, I didn't like the way the Rams played here at all.
No, and I went on a tandem rant last week about the Rams, and I'm not going to do that again this week. I mean, I don't think it's warranted. They didn't lose to the Jets. The Seahawks are a really good team. The Seahawks clinched the NFC West now with that win. So congrats to Seahawks fans out there. I know there's a lot up here in Canada in the Northwest that follow the Seahawks. So, yeah, I mean, Van, what was I watching at times? The defense was coming up big with what they needed to do. Aaron Donald got a big sack. I mean, they were getting the stops they need. Third down was kind of a hard one for them, but they still were getting the stops what they needed, and the offense couldn't do anything. I mean, Jared Goff, I love the guy, and he's got the big contract. He's my baby giraffe. I'd love to watch him to run out there, but
mediocre. 1 pick, 0 touchdowns, 234 yards, 24 of 43. He had pressure, but not. I can't point the finger at him because I look at everybody across the board. The only guy that put up some good numbers really was Darrell Henderson with a 5.2 yard average on the ground. But you guys weren't able to really run the ball because you needed to score some points.
I don't know what Sean McVay is doing with his play calling, right? I mean, I put out a tweet about it, I think, just after the first half and said, Akers may be out in this game, but there's no reason that the Rams should be getting away from the run. And it seems like, they started the second half that drive they had after the Seahawks scored and they couldn't punch it in on fourth down. It looked like McVay was going back to the run. But like you said, I mean, when you're down like that, you have to put it in the hands of your quarterback, and he was just mediocre. I mean, and you're being nice, and I'm being nice to him today too.
Actually, no, I'm not, man. I mean, big stats do not mean a good game at all. In a moment, we're going to talk about the Philly-Dallas game. Jalen Hurts, 21 of 39, 342 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. It looks like he had a pretty good game. And no, he didn't. After the first 2 drives, he was crap. The Cowboys figured out how to keep him in the pocket. They were soft, rushing the ends up. And they just said, no, you beat me from the pocket. After he just, the first 2 drives, he ran them to death. And they said, no. And he couldn't. It was just a crap game after that. The Cowboys just started scoring points, and that was it. So, no, Goff was mediocre. He wasn't bad. He turned the ball over once. He played tough, hard. You guys were in it till late. I mean, it's just disappointing. You guys seem flat. I don't get it. I'm like you. I'm confused at the play calling with McVay. Is there something going on that we're not aware of with some people hurt that they're not talking about, that they're not using? Or is he trying to set something up some mind games for the Patriots in the playoffs? And has anybody told him that the Patriots are out of the playoffs yet? That's what I want to know. Yeah,
I mean, it could be something about this trying to set up mind games. But like you said, I mean, if the Patriots aren't in the playoffs and if the Rams don't even make the playoffs, because while they do hold it in their own hands against Arizona next weekend, if they win, they will be in. I mean, the last 2 weeks with a chance to take the NFC West, and even going back as far as last week, a chance to take number 1 seed in the NFC. Like the Rams, they almost, like, for a team that has so much to play for, it's almost they're confused about what they're playing for. I mean, clone Aaron Donald. Just clone Aaron Donald. You'll win every week, man. That's just it. Just put clones to him, offense and defense. It won't matter. The whole defense. I mean, if you look at Sebastian Joseph Day, had a great game on defense. I mean, Jalen Ramsey. Your defense played good ball. Yeah, I mean, the defense wasn't the problem. But you're looking at it like I think the loss of Bones on as special team coach, Jim Fassel, is really being underlooked this year, because the Rams special teams is normally one of the tops in the league. And yes, they were able to recover that fumble by Simba, but geez, man, like that's a game changer for the Rams. And I don't know, like, if any other Rams, you're watching the games and on 4th downs and stuff, you're like, okay, here we go. There's going to be a nice little cute fake. They're going to get a first down, or we're going to see some cool little special teams play. Like, I don't know if you remember, I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, the Rams did a punt and a punt return, and it was a fake. The guy ran down, pretended to try and catch it on the one side, and it actually ended up going to the other side, and they ran down for a beautiful play, right? But we're not seeing that this year from the Rams. We're not seeing anything. The only thing that we're seeing that's game-changing is the defense. They look tired, man. They look tired and, like, without energy, without creativity. Like nothing is working. And, hey, nothing is working. So, and I mean, we can still, like, they might still be the number 1 defense in the league after this week. But and that's tough to be when you have an offense that's not helping you. All right, well, look, they've got to find some way to wake up. We don't know what the problem is, but there is a problem on the offensive side of the ball. And unless they find an answer, it's over. The season's over. It is, because they'll be out first in the playoffs. So I'm going to actually throw it to you on this little one, because the only reason that I joined you today is because the NFC East still has a chance to have a 6-win division champion. So I will throw it to you, because I know the Dallas Cowboys had a big win today against the Philadelphia Eagles. Huge win against the Philadelphia Eagles, 17-37. And I'm going to start this by giving a shout out to Andy Dalton, who I was very hard on through early in the game, through the first half. And on Twitter and on Facebook, and for good reason. I mean, he's missing easy slants to open players that would have been a 60-yard touchdown. He's missing these short balls. He's throwing them high. He's throwing them behind. He just seems to have a problem. He seemed nervous. And then he just started calming down. And by the end of the game, he was 22 of 30, 377 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. And that was a pick he threw into double coverage, but he threw it deep. So, it did not hurt the Cowboys. The Eagles were unable to capitalize any points off of that. So a shout out to Andy Dalton. Well done.
But again, what I was talking about with the Eagles, the Cowboys defense adjusted. Jalen Hurts, when you allow him to run, when you allow him outside of the pocket, when you allow him to run the read option, you got problems. And for 2 series there, the Eagles ate the Cowboys alive. But there was 2 reasons, well, 3, but let's talk about 2 right here. If you look behind me, you're talking Mr. Gallup here. He had himself a game. Right here, he drew I think a 43-yard flag, something like that. He's making veteran plays. He's getting open. He's making tough catches, man. He's drawing flags on tough catches, extending them. He's showing speed, splitting the seam, scoring from 21 yards out, making the defense look foolish while he's doing it. And then he's coming back, making tough plays and threading up the side for 55 yards, man. Look at that. I mean, that's incredible. And on the other side of the ball, they say, speed killed the Cowboys early with Deshaun Jackson. And you turn around here and you look at this kid. You look at Michael Gallup. You look at those tough toe-tapping sideline catches. And then he turns around right after that and runs the perfect fade to the corner. Boom. Touchdown Cowboys. That's what wins football games in Cowboys land is playmakers. And then you back that up with the rookie, CeeDee Lamb. I mean, oh my goodness, I wish Nate was here, right? And
I was going to say, I was waiting for the CeeDee Lamb chance because I don't know. I mean, and also too, I'm kind of curious as why you haven't been able to tuck in a Red Rifle reference with Andy because he is the Red Rifle.
I feel remiss. Thank you for that correction. I'll definitely put it into the repertoire for next time. Because there will be a next time. This kid is too talented. He made punt returns that went for nothing look fun. And then he comes back, he makes the veteran play, draws the flag. He's doing everything right. He's exciting. Then they got Amari Cooper, 69 yards, man. Now, he did drop a touchdown. And they had to settle for a field goal. But then he turns around and blows 69 yards up the side. Playmakers for the Dallas offense. On defense, they got it together. They were able to get turnovers. They were able to get a lot of 3-and-out stops. Like I said, after the first 2 possessions, the Eagles really were able to do very little to the last possession or second to the last possession of the game. They got an extra field goal, I think, something like that. Total garbage time pickup. It was a great win. And like you say, the Cowboys are in the ignominious position of perhaps winning a division with one of the worst records in the history of the league.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So
the Hall of Shame is
the
this
Hall
close.
of Shame. Yes.
This close.
Let's get you caught up with the playoff picture as it sits right now. The AFC is the Chiefs clinched the first overall seed in the AFC, so they'll have the bye and they will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The Pittsburgh Steelers clinched the AFC North, and the AFC North has 3 10-win teams, which is really nice to see. The only thing left to decide is between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins, who both won today. The Miami Dolphins finish their season, I believe, on the road at the Buffalo Bills. So that will be a really good game. And then in the NFC, still the number 1 seed is up for grabs. The Seahawks were able to clinch the NFC West, obviously, with that win against the Rams. And the Bears, with their big 40-burger blowout win today, still actually control their own destiny, as if because if they are able to beat Green Bay next week, who could realistically be resting people, because they can't. Green Bay can't clinch tonight, but Green Bay plays the Chicago Bears next week. So Chicago Bears control their own destiny, and the LA Rams play the Arizona Cardinals. So that will have a lot of playoff implications as well. So two of those three teams are going through. Tampa Bay and the Bucks, they clinched their ticket with one of those numbered games that you mentioned, as they actually just crushed the Detroit Lions. That wasn't nice, man. Like that, it was Christmas. Like, come on.
The Lions are who they are. There's not that many Magic 8-ball teams where you just don't know. I mean, basically, it really got defined today, didn't it?
It did, and we got a couple exciting games to look forward to next weekend, but also this game tonight, this Tennessee Titans and Green Bay Packers game. Man, Derrick Henry, like I know you're probably if you're a fantasy player, your game's already shot because Alvin Kamara just killed everyone on Friday. That was terrible. But Derrick Henry should run up a storm, and Aaron Rodgers might
pass up a storm. So I mean, this is going to be awesome. This is football, and it's December football, man.
Do we have another butt fumble?
I mean, anything is possible.
No, that Brown. Did you see the Baker Mayfield one?
No, I didn't. Oh my goodness!
I don't know if it was a butt fumble. It was pretty close.
I'm sure I would have known it was classified as a butt fumble. It has to be good photographic evidence. That way, it can be played on loops, put on on phone responses, things like that. All right. That's it for tonight. Before we go, though, please tell people about your NBA shows that are and basketball shows that are ripping up, because these are exciting.
Yes, yeah, I'm excited for that. So we did one on Christmas Day, NBA live reaction show, basically the unnamed NBA show. I just switched over there with the moniker. Really easy, and it also saves for money on graphics too, because then we don't have to buy new graphics.
See, that's good.
Yeah, and so we're doing that. We're going to be doing that, I believe, every Friday. We're going to kind of be tying it around the primetime games, and we want to hear from you. We want to chat NBA with you. We didn't have that much of a response last week, but that's okay, because moving forward, it was Christmas, right? So we'll give you guys a little bit of a thing, but we want to talk like we have going on the live chat right here. We got lots of people actually chatting it up about some NFL, which is lovely to see on our live chat on the YouTube. But we want to do that with the NBA show as well. So definitely join me for that. I'm going to hopefully have some NBA guests on as well to chat the NBA and get everybody caught up.
All right. And if there's any truth to the rumor that Fletch is going to be one of the guests, I don't know, man. We're excited if maybe we can work that out. The great Fletch, man. The great Fletch. The great mysterious Fletch. All right, for everybody, thanks so much. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe, hit that notify. Don't forget, you can buy merchandise down below. Get that Sports Talk line. It's sexy Sports Talk line, 24/7, 365, it says on it. Come on, I'd want that on my underwear. You can buy that down below. Do that. And until next time, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Listen, like you play with intensity.